Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I have a quick haul. Well, maybe it's not so quick, but I found some stuff at Hobby Lobby, and I also ordered some stuff on Amazon. And as you'll see when I get it, it appears that I'm overboard on 6x6 items, 6x6 papers. So I'm thinking maybe after my 50 ways to use scrap, my little busted scrap, that I might have to do a series of 50 ways to use 6x6 papers. I don't know. I've got a lot of them. I don't know what my issue is, but I just kept going. But there's a few other things too with it. So we're going to start out with Hobby Lobby. And the first thing I did is I found this. The Paper Studio, when I bought it, was 40% off. Don't know, they go on and off. So when you see this, I don't know if it'll be on sale or not. And actually, this is going to post on Sunday. Oh, that reminds me. This is going to post on Sunday, and obviously, Hobby Lobby's closed, so you couldn't even go there anyway. But I wanted to say that I'm going to be scaling back my videos starting now, just because my busy season's coming up with Etsy and eBay. So I'm going to, instead of posting every other day like I've been, I'm going to post just Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the videos probably be about the same kind of length that I've been doing, quick fun makes, etc. And hopefully I can keep that 3-day-a-week schedule up. I might have to revise it again as I get closer. I've done it for the past couple years as I get closer to November, which is my really busy season with my Etsy store, making my signs. And I'm not really sure how the eBay is going to affect it. We did start selling stuff on eBay right around Halloween last year. So we're going to be a full year into it coming up soon, which is keeping us busy even now. So with that said, this is going to be on a Sunday. The next video is actually going to be Wednesday then. So it'll be Wednesday and Friday. Then going forward, it'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as of right now. Okay, but anyway, so here is this. Now this was, I've got a couple other Paper Studios things. I'm gonna get this out of here so you stop seeing the shine. It was like advertisement pieces. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I liked them because they were a bit lighter and didn't really have too much color to them. And you'll see they're actually one of the paper pads I got. This is gonna be great with it for things like that. So and they speak, Lisa. They are focused. They are thicker, chipboardy kind of things. So they make great little tidbits for stuff. So I found a actually blank envelope that I'll be able to put them in. Very excited. I think I'm gonna have to. I'm running low on these envelopes. I'm gonna have to probably go get some more of these. I think they're. I bought these on Amazon too. I think these are great to put stuff in, and they don't take up a lot of space. I do have a bunch of stuff, and you've seen in those plastic containers for stuff. And actually, I've got my other things similar to this in here. This is a travel-themed one. Same kind of tidbits, and it's thicker. So this is fine because it filled it up pretty good. But when there's only a few things, these work so much better because obviously this takes up this amount of space no matter what's in there, and this takes up, a thicker space when it's fuller, but it keeps getting thinner. So you can fit a lot more stuff in the area with these sleeves. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that with that for now. Might actually use that to make a tag or journal card with it. And yeah, I like it. So that is the first thing that is non 6x6, and the rest is 6x6 from Hobby Lobby. All right, so here they are. I'm gonna go through them fairly quickly. It appears I also am leaning toward bright colors. Not totally muted, but I have Poppies and Peonies and Willow Bend, and this is the one that I thought might be fun colors to go with that. Poppies and Peonies, Willow Bend, and then I got Pretty Prairies, which are floral, and then I've got Pastel Checkered. There was a couple, this kind of type of checkered plaid in both the 12x12 and I think the 6x6s, and I didn't like those because they had gold foiling on them. Like half of it was plain paper, half of it was gold foiling. But this was all regular paper. And instead of getting the 12 by 12, and this was again Paper Studio, so it was 40% off at the time when I got them. And but instead of getting like these, because they have all these in the bigger sheets, and I could have cut them down to 6 by 6, but I like when they scale, the prints scale down for something like this. So you can see these are just lovely plaids, and how fun they would be as a base to be able to stick something on here. These are going to be great. I would consider this kind of neutral, but again, bright. So I love that one. All right, Pretty Prairies was more floral, and I know they're sideways, but I'm gonna just flip through them. Gardeny kind of things, but again, could have got the bigger sheets that look like this, but because when they shrink it down to the 6 by 6, it's a little more delicate to me, and I like those. I like those looks. And such bright, pretty flowers. And I might have gotten them a little late in the season because, you know, spring or summer has, you know, come and gone. But there's a few that are, I mean, that would make beautiful card journals. And I kind of, oh, butterflies in that one. I kind of hems and hawed between them. Like, do I want bigger, I have a bunch of big paper pads. Do I want them so I can cut them down to make, you know, journal pages? But, you know, it seems to me, like I said, lately I've been kind of leaning toward just making more ephemera kind of stuff. I love this one. So much fun. And to be honest, and forthcoming, when I do my journal series, like even the little golden one I'm looking on, the views on those are much lower. Not as many people seem to like that as they do my little ideas to make pockets and tucks and journal cards, etc. Little ideas. So, yeah, another reason why kind of not been making a lot of journals lately. Poppies and Peonies. Again, bright colors. I just, this one, I mean, it's how much fun is that? And those colors. So I really think I'm becoming a bright and colorful girl. So, I mean, have you ever, you know, have you changed? Oh, I love that. I love that watercolor look. Have you changed? Like, were you like one style and then went to another style? I definitely have a bunch of grungy stuff out there. You know, Tim Holtzy kind of stuff. And I still do like it, but I don't know. I just seem to be leaning more toward these bright, cheerful colors. I don't know. Is it because it's summer? Look how pretty that color is. Is it summer or what? But these are so much fun. And wait till you see my paper from Amazon. Just fun. So, Poppies and Peonies. Now, I can't say that any of these are new or old. I don't actually shop that much at these places. So these could have been around there for years, but I don't go that often. What I actually went for was to get a blade replacement for this guy. I found one and I ended up, it's the wrong kind. It doesn't fit in here. So I got to go either back and, well, obviously return that set. But I don't know if they sell this same one or if I'm going to have to look for it. It's starting to tear the paper, but that's the only reason I went there. I'd originally gotten those at Joann Fabrics, and that's where I used to get my replacement blades from, but obviously we all know, gone. And they were little Fiskars ones, but they just didn't fit. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have to buy a whole new cutter or what's the story on that. But that's why I went. And then the Paper Studio is 40% off, and this is how I got to this point. All right, Willow Bend. Again, this is a little bit darker, but not totally grungy. But I love the colors. It's still kind of a watercolor effect. Pretty, looks like wallpaper. Pretty flowers. Some simple patterns. Great mix and match colors. Birds. So pretty. Leaves, more wallpaperish, more flowers. And neutrals, and that. So yeah, so like I said, this would be great with those die cuts that I found. Okay. All right, so now on to Amazon. All right, so this first one is a planner themed paper for junk journaling. It's called. It's not my 6x6 bounty I got from Amazon. That's 6x6. It was $14.69, but I think I got it on sale at the time, and it is 6 schedule planner kind of things, and I thought they'd be kind of fun. And they're a little bit grungy, a little bit dirty, but 6 of these, $14.69 is what it's currently listed at for the whole thing. So let me show you. Now it says there's 30 pieces in here, but there's not 30 separate ones. I think there's 5 of each piece of paper, so there'd be 6 different patterns. But I think these would be fun, you know, ripped up as accent pieces, or just totally put down onto something a little harder and then decorated on. It's got a great background look. So it appears there is 5. Yeah, 5 of each kind. I'm not going to go through all of these, but I'll give you an overview of them. 5 of each kind, and some coffee dyed spots, ledger lines, just fun. You can rip them apart, cut them smaller, use them as parts of tidbits. I thought they'd be great little accent pieces to add to some stuff. All right, and there is that one. It's got, you know, spelled note, and it's spelled wrong. Of course, AI. And records. But I like them. They were kind of grungy. They're kind of fun. And I thought for 180 pieces, 6 times 30, 180 pieces for that price, I thought was a good deal for some basic ledger kind of things. And record. So that's the brown ones. And it came in several different colors, so I thought they were kind of fun. So this one is also brown. And I'm going to take it out of the paper so you can see less of the glare. It has like calendar sheets to them. I mean, those would be fun as journal cards, don't you think? Very grungy on these. And see, now, again, we're going back to, this is kind of grungy, whereas my other stuff is kind of bright. This is kind of pinkish, mauvish, but again, looks like it's been watercolored, calendars dyed. Really great. I just think, like I said, backgroundy kind of looks. And we've got like a foresty green. I love this green color. It's really pretty. Again, this would probably go through that one paper pad and my little accessories that I had. A little floral on the bottom. I mean, like, even that little piece put down as a background, I think these would be great. Yeah, I was very, very happy when they came in. And kind of a brownish black. It's so hard to tell when they're trying to show pictures on the website of what these look like. And I thought they'd be cool. So, like I said, I was very happy when they came in. Little notes, this would be great even just on the back. Even probably most of these would be good on the back of journal cards, where they would be the place that you would write. So you'd have a journal card this size, and then you just add this to the back. I mean, that would be perfect for back of a journal card, right? Still has a bit of design on there, but lots of blank space to write. A clock on that one. It says Monday time. Yeah, so those are, though, like I said, I will have these linked in the description below from Amazon if you want to look into them. But yeah, I think they're pretty cool. And yeah, I love them. All right, so the next thing I might have went a little crazy on, and these are origami papers. Now, in my order, they came two to a pack, and they were $7.99 for 2 to a pack. So $4 each, let's just say. And there is 50 different sheets in here, and they are different, but they are backs. I'll show you. Their front and back sides are printed, but they're different. If you look through Amazon, they got a bajillion origami papers out there, and a lot of them will be, you know, there's 50 sheets, but there's just 10 different prints and 5 of each. Kind of like the stuff I just showed you, the schedule invoice stuff. But these say that they're completely different designs. So there's 50 separate ones. And this one, I'll just go through quickly through. I got a marble, and this one is texture paper with some knitting, looks like sweaters. And then this one is kind of oriental looking, but has some floral to it. And this one kind of reminds me of old, not wallpaper, but what's that stuff called? It'll come to me, and I'll probably put it on the screen, but it's like that Italian paper that you can get with the prints on there. I've got a couple digitals for it, and this one was like paisley looking, plaids and fun stuff like that, and then this one was floral. So, like I said, they came, I'm pretty sure these are the 2 that came. I can try to keep them together. 2, 4, 6, of them, $7.99 for each of them. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So let's just do a quick look and see what we got here. So like I said, they are double-sided. So they're the same print on each side. Now they are origami papers, so they're going to be really thin. But I think these would be great, like I said, to make masterboards from, or attach them to something a little bit thicker. But if you wanted to do like my 6x6 idea thing, where you needed something that's two-sided, like how fun would those be? And I don't know if I can really go through all of these, but they're so. Oh, there's a duplicate, and that might have been a mistake. Get some fun jeans. Oh, see, there are. So they might have gotten stuck together. I'd have to count them. But in general, I like little knits. Fun color prints. Looks like grandma crocheted or quilted. Just the same print sideways. But in general, I mean, if there's not exactly 50, there's close to 50 different sheets in here. That looks like it might have been similar. But again, so many choices. This last one I thought was really cool. I don't have to go through all of them. This really reminds me of those granny square blankets that are out there that are so much fun. Again, thin, yes, but fun for sure, and quite a bit of paper for that stuff. All right, so the next one is the marble patterns, and I thought, how can you go wrong with marble patterns? Add them to the back of cards, or even just as a base to attach to something a little bit harder, to put floral on, or even just to rip smaller pieces up to add behind something. I really like this one. Very cool. Sorry I'm not going through all of them exactly, but like I said, there's quite a bit of them. All right, so the next one is, like I said, the Florentine paper. Florentine. Oh, it'll be on the screen. It's coming to me. Just reminds me of that kind of old wallpaper look. But how fun. I could really, like I said, see some masterboards made out of these. Cut into smaller pieces, and especially with how thin they are, how great they would go onto something like that and glued onto. I love that one. That's great. I think it's Florentine paper. Okay. All right, so the next one has an Asian inspiration to them. Lots of fun little floral prints, little, what are those, apple blossom flowers, and that crane. That's always pretty popular in that kind of look. Ooh, how pretty that pink one is. Delicate little flowers, some birds, a lot of those little apple blossoms. Oh, the koi fish. Pretty little flowers. Ooh, look at those two together. How fun would those be to mix and match? There's a hint, it almost looks like a hint of gold in there, like some of the, but it's not really like a foil. Ooh, look at that one. Oops, whoops. Very cool. Ooh, look at that one too. This last one got cut a little off, but that is okay. I can forgive that. All right, on to the next. All right, so the next one, like I said, is kind of like a paisley kind of look, almost like very ornate tiles, like Mediterranean tiles. I'm very international with my papers. And like I said, for origami, people fold those little, cranes and stuff like that. They need double-sided paper. But I just think it's great that you could tear them up and use them. Looks like stamps. Use them. Oh, that one's cool. As focal points or cut them up as focal points and have something on top of it, or as a background piece and cover it up. Oh, that's the same as that one, looks like. But that's okay. It's really pretty. I don't mind it. Oh, a couple of those are the same. Like they mix and match the paper. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like a couple stuck in the middle. Got duplicated from that one. That's okay. I don't mind. Like I said, they weren't that expensive. Okay, and last but not least, we have got the floral. I don't know why I had to turn it to the side because the problem, oh, look how pretty that one is. I think there's really not a lot of up and down on some of these. Definitely got a lot of pinks in here. So between these florals and the florals that I found in my Hobby Lobby 6x6s, oh, look how pretty that is. I'm going to be set for a while. And like I said, this is why I'm thinking I'm going to have to do some what to do with your 6x6 papers. Now, I don't know if these could really become their own, you know, journal card or something because of how thin they are. But they still could probably, you know, be folded up and done into something. And like I said, it's kind of nice that, you know, I always have that issue, or at least I do, when I fold a lot of my 6x6s, there's white on the back. And this doesn't have it. And you could, you know, mix and match, maybe glue the since they're so thin, glue the top to bottom of something. Not that these match, I just grab them together and be able to use them as some sort of pocket folding thing. I think there's lots of thoughts and ideas for all of those. So, yeah. Origami paper. Who knew? Right? I'd seen somebody using it. They were, I don't even remember what it was. Somebody doing some paper crafting. Not even necessarily for junk journals, but they were using origami paper, and it had such pretty fun prints. And I thought, well, I'm going to go take a look on Amazon. And as you can see, I kind of fell down the rabbit hole. But like I said, there is other ones out there. These 6 by no means are the ones I found. I just thought they were a great deal, since for the $7.99 you got 100 sheets of different paper, occasional duplicate, but 100 sheets for $8. Was that 8 cents a sheet? I think that's a pretty good deal for double-sided paper. It's thin, but some fun prints to go with it. But like I said, be leery if you're going to go find some. I mean, unless you really want 5 of the same sheet of paper or whatever they come with. They are, all the origamis, from what I can tell, are double-sided, but they are, like I said, how many of the same print do you really want? This is why I love this, because instead of having, you know, 10 different marble prints, 5 of each of them, I got 50 different marble prints. I love it. All right, and so we also got the schedule sheets of paper, and we also got the paper pads from Hobby Lobby, and my die cuts. Lots of fun stuff, I think. I have a lot of fun that I can do in the near future. There we go, just the camera a little bit. Not that you can see everything all at once, because there's quite a bit on here. But yeah, I love it. And yeah, again, so much fun in the future. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so you see some fun stuff maybe made out of these. I'd appreciate a thumbs up if you like the idea of using any of these kind of 6x6 papers for future projects. Please let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. And don't forget, like I said, I'm going to do the Monday, Wednesday, Fridays going forward. The next video will be on Wednesday. And I've actually already filmed it already. And I think I might have said something about Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and said it was Monday, but I decided to make it the Wednesday video when I did this one. So I might lie in the next video. Anywho, okay, well, that's going to be it for today. I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by, and as usual, hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye for now.